I think I'm gonna like it here.
One roommate at a time.
Have you ever heard of knocking?
We live here, remember?
Well, don't remind me.
Real nice view.
Yeah, well, don't get used to it, okay? I don't think I will ever get used to having a man around here myself.
Well, you might as well get used to it sooner or later because we do pay the rent.
Well, that you do, but that certainly doesn't entitle you to a floor show.
How much would that cost?
For you, I don't think there's enough money in the world.
So, why are you running around half-dressed, Tiffany? Having company?
I'm going out, and not a minute too soon.
Well, you don't have to leave on our account.
Don't worry, darling, I won't. In fact, I have a party to attend.
Anyone we know?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I believe he's an old friend of yours. Commissioner Scorpio?
Well, almost ready?
Oh, I'm never going to get everything done.
Well, don't be upset. I mean, it's just a party. There's just a few friends coming.
Upset? I'm thrilled.
About being late?
It's about the party, our party. It's just what I need.
I'm glad.
It's so exciting. It's just like the old days. It's been a long time since I felt that the world was mine for the taking. But tonight I intend to enjoy myself.
Well, dressed like that, you may have an itty-bitty problem.
You wait till you see what I'm going to be wearing.
Well, you better move yourself and get changed. They're due here any minute.
Okay, you keep them entertained
I will.
me for a while, because I might be while changing.
Okay.
And try one of the canopies. They're really delicious.
Wonderful.
Any more in that pan?
There you go. Where'd you learn to make cornbread?
Trial and error. Like anything else, just keep doing it till you get it right. Like you in that chair.
I guess Dr. Rochelle was right about something. You can get used to almost anything.
I better not get too used to it. Sooner or later, you're going to have to get back up on your feet.
Don't talk about that, all right?
Okie dokie. Let's talk about firewood. You'll find a stack of wood out in front of the house. You take the big pieces and you turn them into little ones.
All right, how am I supposed to do that?
With this.
Hardly. We're on our way to the Scorpio's party, but my husband had to stop and pick up some notes.
Any messages while we're here?
Mrs. Rodriguez called. Said she's got another couple pages of petition signatures. Hey!
Fantastic. Is she going to drop them by?
She already did. Left them under the door at the clinic.
Well, great. On the way to the party, we can pick them up.
That is not on the way to the party.
Well, 2 minutes off, right?
No, I know you. That place is a magnet for you. We can pick them up first thing in the morning. If we go there tonight, something is going to happen, and we're going to get stuck there all night long.
You make it sound like I want you to live there. You don't have to get out of the car, okay?
We don't have to go, Rick.
Lesley, come on. It's 3 minutes.
Just for once. For once, you can walk into a party.
Well, top of the evening to you, Mr.
Hi.
and Mrs. Weber.
Doctor.
Going to Scorpio's party, I
Yes.
trust?
No.
Well, I'm sorry I asked.
No, we are going. It's a matter of when we're going.
Not if you're going to the clinic, it's not. Hey, listen, are you taking a date tonight?
No, my steady turned me down.
Steady.
Rose. Turned you down, huh?
Flat. She said she wasn't feeling well tonight.
I hope nothing's wrong with Rose.
No, I think it's just a matter of she didn't feel like going to a party.
Well, I do. So, how'd you like to give me a ride? What do you say?
Don't you mind?
Oh, no, I don't
No,
mind.
he doesn't
at all.
mind. Why should he mind? He's got important things to do. He doesn't mind.
Oh, I see. Aren't you going?
You two, please go right now, okay?
Well, you're sure?
Yeah, sure.
Sure. Trust me.
I'll join you later.
Be my pleasure.
Oh, listen.
I won't be long either, dear.
Don't worry. Take all the time you want. I'm going to have a good time, with you or without you.
Oh, so this is a place I've heard so much about.
It's really impressive, Commissioner.
Well, we like it. Anyway, we have hors d'oeuvres to the left, and we have drinks a tad to the right.
Where's Holly?
Well, upstairs, I suppose. I'm expecting her any minute.
Well, then we'll just help ourselves if that's all right
Tonight
with you.
is strictly self-serve. Enjoy.
Thank you. I'm sure we will.
Hello.
I'm so glad you could make it.
I wouldn't have missed it for all the diamonds, my dear.
What an honor. Hello, Bobby.
Hello, Robert. Where is Holly?
Still getting ready, I expect. Shouldn't be too much longer, but I suppose it is one of the prerogatives of a woman.
No, dear, it is a necessity, an absolute requirement, actually. It takes time to look good.
Not for my wife, it doesn't. Now, move on down, have fun. The bar is where you see it. Food, etc. Well,
Well, evening, Commissioner.
I'm glad you could make it.
Thank you.
We're early. Oh, gosh. I told you we should have driven around a while longer.
Are you kidding? You couldn't wait to get here.
Well, I have been looking forward to this party.
I'll say. She hasn't stopped talking about it all day.
Really?
Thank you so much for inviting us.
Hey, as I understand it, you're partly responsible for all of this. I should be thanking you.
Well, wait and see how it goes.
All right. That sounds good.
The Quartermains asked me to convey their apologies with all that's happened.
Yeah, well, I can't blame them. I don't think I really was expecting to start with.
No, they're not in much of a partying mood these days.
Yeah, well, I suppose I can understand that. But listen, I hope you're going to enjoy yourselves.
Thank you. I'm sure we will.
Good. Hello there, Your Honor.
Hello, Commissioner. You remember my wife, of course?
Mrs. Everett, how are you?
Fine, thank you. What a lovely place. So tastefully decorated. Who is your designer?
The credit goes to my wife. Me, I don't have much of an eye for interior decorating.
But he has a nose for criminals. Congratulations on solving the Baldwin murder. Here you go.
So, how do you like it so far?
Life as a free man again?
That and living here with us.
It's terrific. As long as your roommates aren't around.
Oh, come on, Scotty. You could be a little happier than that after all. You are out of jail.
Yeah, no, it's just this mall project, you know? Trying to get the mob out of it. How do you tell a bunch of gangsters to take a hike?
You don't.
Yeah,
They
but
tell you.
what if you have to?
And you do it very carefully. With a lot of help.
If I could just get them to voluntarily pull out, I'm sure I could get legitimate financing then. I mean, the bank thinks it's a good deal. Other investors would feel that way, too.
Well, you can try telling Hand that, but I doubt he's going to walk out on his own.
Hand's not the one I'm worried about. He's nothing. It's Largo. He's the big shot. I just don't know how to find him.
You can bet Hand isn't going to tell you how to get in touch with him.
What if I just marched right in and told Hand as long as the mob is connected, Scorpio will never let it happen?
I think he'd kick us right out of his office.
Yeah, but what have I got to lose? The worst, we'll be right back where we started from. The right pitch might just work.
Guess it's worth a try.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that right now. I could use some moral support, though. Come with me?
Sure.
I'll get the coats.
Hey, Doc. How you doing? Fine. How you doing?
Well, what are you doing, huh? Making house calls?
No, actually, I'm on my way to Scorpio's party.
Oh, really? Taking the long way around?
No, I heard Rose wasn't feeling too good, so I thought I'd stop by here and see if I could help.
Really? I saw her downstairs. She looked fine.
Oh, I hope so. Martha said she was up here in Joe's old office.
Listen, would you do me a favor? I was supposed to go to the party. I've been working late since Blackie's been away, and I'm tired, and I really don't feel like going. Would you, give the Scorpios my regrets, tell them I won't be able to make it?
Sure, I'll be glad to.
Thanks, I
All right,
appreciate
see you
it.
around.
Thank you.
Who is it?
Rose, it's Rick. Are you okay?
Yes, come on in.
Rose?
All right.
I stopped by the clinic to pick up some papers, and I heard you. Is there something I can do?
No, thanks, really, I'm fine. Not great, but I'm okay.
Okay. Now, what happened?
Well, I just got a letter from Joe, and he can't make it down for my birthday.
Sorry, that's too bad.
I know, but it's really silly, isn't it? I'm getting so upset over such a little thing.
No, it is not silly.
It's just that we'd made plans, and I haven't seen him for so long, and I miss him, and I'm just a little disappointed. That's all. I'll get over it.
I have the feeling there may be more to it. Is
Rick, it's just so hard. Sometimes I feel so alone, and gosh, I get the feeling like nobody gives a damn about me.
Hey, you know that's not true.
Oh, yeah? Do I?
Well, you sure should, yes.
Well, what I know and what I feel are two different things, and I tell you, they're not getting any closer together.
So what you would like to do is stay up here alone in this lonely room and feel sorry for yourself. Right? I'm not going to let you do that. You're going to get dressed. You're going to come with me to Scorpio's party.
No, no. I already turned down one invitation tonight.
Right. It makes it very easy for you to stay here and say, oh, I feel so lonely. Right?
Rick, I appreciate what you're trying to do,
But, yeah, I don't want to hear any more. You're coming with me, and you're going to come right now because I'm not going to leave this place without you.
Okay, then you're going to stay the night.
That's great. You want to tell Lesley about that?
Oh, no, not me, huh?
Well, fine, then. You going to come? I don't have to fight you anymore?
Well, do I have a choice?
Yeah, you can get me in heap big trouble with Lesley.
Heaven forbid.
All right, what are you waiting for? Well, come on.
All right.
Okay.
It won't be but a minute.
All right.
Well, good to see you. Come
Well,
on
it
in.
seems like quite a party.
I hope so. I sure need one.
You just seem pretty anxious to get here tonight.
Oh, gosh, I think desperate's a better word.
Why, Lesley?
Hello, you two.
Hi. Well, hello, Steve. Hello, Audrey. How you doing? Where's Rick?
Rick who?
Rick, your husband, who?
The workaholic, yes. Well, it's a very sad story. The poor man simply does not know how to have a good time. He's too busy, and the sad thing is he doesn't even know what he's missing. Oh, goody, champagne.
What's with her?
What is the matter with you?
What?
One minute you're dying to get here, the next you seem bored to death. Aren't you having a good time?
Of course I am.
Are you looking for someone?
No.
It certainly seems like it.
Well, I was just wondering where Holly is. I think I'll go find her. Hello, Doctor.
Miss Spencer, you look lovely tonight. Far too good to be alone.
What's your excuse?
For being alone? Actually, I'm not, or at least I wasn't until a minute ago.
Something you said?
You've got me. I cannot figure Celia out.
Well, maybe she wants you to go after her.
You think so?
Some women like to be chased. But then again, some women like to get away.
Which are you?
Depends on who the hunter is.
He's a great surgeon.
Well,
never.
Robert, don't you think it's rather rude that the hostess keeps everyone waiting at her own party?
you should know.
I love the strategy. It's one of my favorite. I love to make grand entrances.
Well, as a matter of fact, I've been thinking of slipping upstairs to see what's keeping her.
Well, you don't have to. You can see her from here.
Oh, Holly. Oh, what a beautiful.
Hello.
Wonderful.
Well, I knew you'd show up sooner or later. Hey, Tony, introduce me. Heather Weber, Augie Nash. You
Hi.
two ought to get along just fine.
Hi.
Pleasure. What is this, a social call?
All right, look, I'll get right to the point. And Scorpio is aware of mob involvement in the waterfront development.
So?
I think it's best that you just disassociate yourself from the whole project.
Well, now, you are a real pal, Baldwin, always thinking of me.
I just don't want to see you get burned.
I got tough skin, counselor. And believe me, I am not giving up this project.
All right, it's your funeral then, but I think you ought to get in contact with Largo and let him know about this.
Why bother him? He's a busy man.
Well, he'll take time for this because if you're not pulling out, I am. And without me, the legitimacy of the whole thing goes out the window. When you go to Scorpio looking for permits and stuff like that, he's going to laugh in your face.
Yeah, I hadn't thought of that.
Yeah, you guys might be in big trouble.
Largo's not going to like that.
Yeah, well, that's what I figured. So if you're nervous or something, I'll do it for you. Why don't you give me his number? I'll give him a call.
Not a chance, Baldwin. I'm going to handle this myself.
Well, you might be making a mistake.
Why don't we go make some coffee? It looks like this could be a long discussion.
Be my guest.
Why don't you help me? Help me find where everything is.
I'm all yours.
Yeah, you seem like an awfully nice guy. Kind of scarce to a single girl like me who doesn't go out much.
I'm so glad you could make it.
Thanks for inviting us. Sorry.
Oh.
Holly, your home is just beautiful.
It really is. You've done quite a job with this. It was fun. Now, can I get you anything?
No, thanks. We'll fend for ourselves. Here's Lesley.
Okay, let's go. Hi. Well, the kid is a mathematical genius. He cannot speak English to save his soul, but he is brilliant. Top student in his class. Hi.
Hey.
Ah, well, I guess you ran out of work to keep you busy. Pity, pity, the man who was forced to have a good time. Or maybe it's just that you actually prefer what you call your more intimate gatherings. Hi there.
Well, look who it is. It's Doc Weber. How you doing, Lesley?
Oh, just grand, thank you. Good,
Is
This is all my fault, Rick.
It is not your fault. It has nothing to do...
never have come.
Let's explore this beautiful home, all right? If I had known the police commissioner was doing so well, I think I would have gone into law enforcement myself.
We'll take care of that.
Ah, that was quite an appearance you made. Well, I really didn't mean to court with your star.
You did exactly as you intended. I ought to know that move. I invented it.
That's probably where I learned it.
Well, you made some impression. I'm just sorry that not everybody was around to see it. I suppose some people had to turn down the invitation.
A few declined, yes. The Quartermains, of course.
Who else?
Why? Were you expecting someone?
Excuse me, Holly. You know, Steve and I were just talking about how fortunate you are to have such a good friend in Celia. Not many would go to the trouble to set up such a lovely party as this.
What? What can I do without you?
Yes, yeah. We do think you're lucky. Excuse us, would you please? I want to speak to Dad.
Thanks. You want to, before this evening is over, you're going to tell me what that was all about.
Can you tell me which way the powder room would be?
It's right through that, just past Robert's office.
Thank you. Now, if I can just find my purse.
That looks very tasty.
Have one.
Oh, I wouldn't dream of taking your last one.
Oh, I would. Oh, that's delicious.
Worth going to get a plate for?
Certainly is. Excuse us, will you?
Always in a good cause.
Speaking of that, I could use a second glass of wine.
I'm right behind you.
Rick, it's just that if I just wasn't so alone all the time.
Rose, you are not alone.
Rick, you don't...
Well, that's very, very kind of you, Mr. Mayor.
I learned the hard way to appreciate a good staff, support at all levels. And you, my dear, are a perfect example. I can't imagine a public official having a more perfect wife.
You need a hand?
No.
Not bad for an amateur.
Practice makes perfect.
Well, you get plenty of practice before the spring thaw. We burn about 4 chords.
Great. I can be king of the 4-wheeled woodcutters by then.
Yeah, if you're willing to settle for that.
Okay, Jed. What do you mean?
Yeah, why don't you try standing up?
Dan, I don't want to talk about that, all right? I told you before.
Ain't no conversations required. Here you go. You know, son, pride's a wonderful thing. Man without it ain't worth spit. And sometimes it can be a pain in the butt.
I bet you're going to tell me how it can be a pain in the butt, aren't you, Jed?
I'm afraid so. Now, sometimes a man with pride won't try to do something he thinks he can't do because it might hurt his pride if he tried and failed.
I know exactly what I can do, mister, and what I can't do. And these legs are useless. That is the first thing on the list of what I can't do.
Well, then how about using your willpower? You might be surprised by the results.
General Hospital will continue in a moment.